Welcome everyone to the Lofi Poli Sci podcast. I'm your host, Michael Pickering. That's right, Lo-Fi as in low fidelity, low quality, in your face, messy as can be global news show. Here we're going to talk about that famous question, what's going on in the world today? I hope everyone's ready. It's Messy Monday. Messy Monday's weekend recap will bring you 10 fast-paced headlines from across the globe, and then a piece of humanity to send you on your way for the week. And today we have a mixture of human and animal messiness to cover. The news, fresh off the press. The following 3 stories all come from Reuters World News. We begin with a story off the coast of Italy. Italian Coast Guard struggle to free sperm whale from fishing net. Sperm whales are massive creatures, getting up to 60 feet in length, and a large one has sadly been caught in an abandoned fishing net since Saturday. We tip our lo-fi hats to the Italian Coast Guard and divers, working non-stop to free this beautiful creature. Hashtag save the whale. Now we move to Afghanistan. Don't redeem the Taliban. Afghan social media users ask world before peace talks. The U.S. military has been working to reduce its presence in the country. Peace talks have been on and off for over a year, and the Afghan people are using social media to make sure the world doesn't forget the horrible things the Taliban has done by posting pictures and stories under the hashtag Don't Redeem the Taliban. Next, to North Korea we go. North Korea's Kim fires official for extortion linked to hospital project. Apparently, some North Korean officials were stealing from the construction of a hospital, and Kim didn't like it, so he fired them. I suppose we can say, hashtag happy they weren't executed. The following 3 stories all come from the BBC News World section. India is our next stop. Assam flooding. Several rare rhinos die in India's Kazirajani Park. Flooding has been ravaging many countries across the world at the moment. Japan, Nepal, Bangladesh, India, to name a few. And millions of people have been displaced and lost. But let us not forget our animal brethren, and especially these rare, beautiful one-horn rhinos. And back to Italy now we go for another kind of messy story. Italian police find cocaine hidden inside of coffee beans. That's right, these Colombian coffee beans were each individually filled with cocaine. Innovative, if I may say so myself. And how many of you lo-fi listeners always buy that Colombian roast coffee at the stores? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Our next story takes us to Iran. Iran executes man convicted of spying for U.S. and Israel. In the past few weeks, we've brought you updates on Iran's move to step up international pressure against the U.S.'s drone assassination of one of its top generals in January of this year. The individual in the headline is reported to be the spy that gave the general's location to the U.S. We'll have to wait and see if the U.S. responds to these events. And our final 4 stories all come from AP News International and Science sections. Next up, the European Union. EU summit breaks up after all-night talks to resume later. That's right, the EU is trying to figure out their potential economic recovery plan to help deal with current global conditions. Apparently, things are getting quite messy as European heads of states are reportedly slamming fists and slinging insults at each other. Let's go ahead and calm down on this messy Monday, Europe. We look to you for peace and cooperation at the moment. And following story, now we go to a soon-to-be former EU country, the United Kingdom. UK to make changes to extradition treaty with Hong Kong. That's right, in the most recent escalation of tensions based on the new Hong Kong security law pushed through by Beijing, the UK will no longer extradite people to Hong Kong that are in the UK for prosecution. Things are surely going to get messy this week, Lo-Fi Nation. China has been warning the UK and the US that they will retaliate for all these things going on. We wait to see what that retaliation will be. Now we return to Belarus to update our story there. Belarus rally for presidential challenger, largest in years. Last week we brought you news that the 2 main opposition candidates against the president were both barred from running in the August election. But now the people, and the 2 opposition campaigns as well, have backed the wife of a well-known blogger and opposition activist that is currently in jail. This rally is showing the country that there are still other options out there. We're watching, Belarus. We're watching. And a last piece of news to send you on your way for the week. To Ecuador we go and our wonderful animal friends. Ecuadorian hummingbirds chirp ultrasonic songs of seduction. You heard me right, lo-fi listener. These hummingbirds can sing, or rather hum, maybe, at frequencies other birds or humans cannot hear, and apparently this ultrasonic humming is a song of seduction for our feathery friends. So as you go out into the world this week, maybe be careful who you hum around, or maybe hum a little louder, if you're into that kind of thing. And that's a brief snapshot of what's going on in the world today. Stay tuned for tomorrow's episode of Tuesday's Top 10. Always remember that Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be. Write in with questions or comments to lofipolisci@planetmail.com. Thanks for listening. Stay safe. Wash those hands. And I'll see you on the next episode of the Lofi Poli Sci podcast. Pickering, signing off.